Vientos tied it with a 2-run homer in the 7th. Alvarez tied it with a 3-run homer in the 9th. Christian Betancourt comes in to catch. Nimmo will be the free runner at second base. McNeil will lead off in the bottom of the 10th with the Mets down by 2. Boy, that second run is just so enormous under these new rules. Jason Adam gave up the 3 runs in the 9th. He'll probably stand to be the winning pitcher if Fairbanks makes it hold up. Here's McNeil up for the 3rd time. McNeil was robbed of a hit when he pinch hit in the 6th on a good play by Siri. Then he struck out in the 8th. Fairbanks can really bring it. Remember, he's 97.5 on his fastball.
Another short armor, Gary. These the Tampa Bay Rays, they like these unorthodox pitchers as far as their delivery is concerned.
Fairbanks was hurt a good portion of last year. He's now in his 5th season with Tampa Bay. When healthy, he is hard to hit. And McNeil laying off the slider, and he stopped it in time. 2 balls and a strike. McNeil's had 1 prior at bat against Fairbanks, 0 for 1. Lindor on deck, and then Alonso to get somebody on, and then have Pete hit one out of the ballpark and send everybody home happy. Mets could use a little happiness right now. McNeil swinging and missing at high fastball, and it's 2-2.
Very seldom you see Jeff go out of the strike zone.
Trying to get it started a little quicker against this hard-throwing right-hander. 2-2 coming. And he loops one behind the second baseman. That's going to drop for a base hit. Nimmo to third. He'll be held up there. And the Mets have the tying runs on base with Lindor coming up.
Everybody's getting hurt on breaking stuff.
That's
both sides.
Great at bat by McNeil.
I'll say.
Mets have been in fight back mode all night.
Yeah,
that was a tough at bat. So now Lindor, who is 2 for 4 tonight, tying runs on base, nobody out. Alonso on deck, and Lindor gets a breaking ball and fouls it off. 0-1. Rays have used 7 pitchers tonight. Ryan Thompson gave up the 2-run homer to Vientos in the 7th. Jason Adam gave up the 3-run homer to Alvarez that tied it with 2 out in the 9th. That's trying to come back yet again in the 10th. And Lindor fouls one at the plate on the slider, and it's 0-2. Alonso looms on deck. Rays 7 runs, 10 hits. The Mets 5 runs and 7 hits. Fairbanks ahead 0-2. And Lindor just got a piece on a ball that almost hit him.
That ball was a foot inside. Well, the people that stayed here to watch this game, seeing a finish.
We've seen a couple of finishes already. That guy had a big finish in him in the 9th. Tied up by like a pretzel on that last pitch. Well, breaking stuff from Fairbanks. Here's the 0-2, and he swings and misses at the pitch in the dirt, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 10th.
Well, the hard curve got ahead. Got Francisco to fish.
So now it's Alonso. One big swing of Pete's bat.
You can win it.
0 for 4 tonight. Had a home run last night. And takes the first pitch slider for a strike. 0-1. Fairbanks, who throws about as hard as anybody, has really loved his slider in this game. Alonso drives one deep left field, really going back. It's out of here, and the Mets win it. Into the second deck, Alonso, a 3-run shot, and the Mets walking off for the first time this year. One to grow on for the New York Mets. The two youngsters kept the minute, and the best home run hitter in baseball wins it in the bottom of the 10th with a 3-run blast into the second deck, and the Mets win the game 8-7 in 10.
Wow. So many good things happen in this ball game.
Kodai Senga got it started with 12 strikeouts in 6 innings. Mets were shut out for the first 6, but Mark Vientos' first day in the big leagues in 2023 tied it up. Mets were down to their final out, and Francisco Alvarez had a 3-run homer in the 9th, and Pete Alonso ends it with a 3-run blast to win it.
Little cutter. And Pete up to the task. I mean, a bomb. Wow, what a game.
Mets have been waiting all year for a night like tonight, facing the best team in baseball. They were on the deck 3 separate times, and they came back all 3. The kids got it done, and the polar bear puts an end to it. Number 15 for Alonso, and he's standing by with Steve Gelbs.
All right, Gary, thanks so much. Pete, Gary just said it on the broadcast. Facing the best team in baseball, you guys are down on the mat 3 separate times. 3 separate times come back with big homers. When you hit that last one, what's that feeling when you get it flush?
No, it was awesome. I mean, we've been grinding all year, and today's a huge building block for us. And thank you guys for staying. You guys are absolutely awesome for staying this whole time. Hey, it's a great building block. We want to keep this thing going.
Pete, you say you've been grinding all year. Obviously, it's been a tough stretch right now. What do you think a night like tonight, a win like tonight, can do for this group?
I mean, this is great. We had a couple different young guys step up in really huge spots for us, and we had some great at bats all night, and it just happened to come at the end. So it was a great win for us. Great team win.
Pete, you mentioned those young kids. Obviously, Vientos making his debut this season with that home run. Alvarez, unbelievable to tie it up. What type of energy did those kids give this team?
I mean, they're pros. They're absolute professionals, and I know they're young. They're very early in their career, but they're pros, and they're able to make an impact, and we needed that. They were huge for us tonight.
What'd you think of Alvarez's bat flip?
That was sick. I don't know if mine was better, but I think he beat that one.
Yeah, I think he just might have. Pete, congratulations on the night. Thanks for the time as always.
Hey, thanks for coming out, guys. Let's fucking go Mets.
All right, there.
Well, Pete Alonso putting a flush at the end of this one. And Pete said it was one to build on, and
yes,
I think that's exactly what the Mets have got to feel right now, is that this was the night they've been waiting for.
Well, I tell you what, last night was a little alarming, and they looked like they were just really, I think, the nadir of the season for them emotionally. And to have this game right now where they picked them, you said it off, took themselves off the canvas twice, and how they did it with the 2 youngsters, Vientos, a 2-run home run, Alvarez with the 3-run home run to tie the game, and then, of course, Pete putting the cherry on top. This is a enormous win for the Mets.
Well, certainly it erases a lot of the bad feeling that has surrounded this team for the last few weeks. And now they have a chance to win a series tomorrow. They haven't won a series since they were at Dodger Stadium in the middle of April. This is the best team in baseball that they're facing right now, and this is enormous.
Absolutely, and ironically, let's not forget Kodai Senga. He had his best performance. I think that's what the Mets, when they went and signed him, that's what they wanted. That's what they saw. We saw it tonight. He was absolutely brilliant. And the bullpen has been so solid all year. Ironically, didn't come through tonight, but the offense picked everybody up. And these are the little things. When you can turn a thing around, these are the things that happen. And this is just, I can't tell you how huge this is. And like Pete said in his post-game interview, it's one to build on.
Well, 3 big swings scored all the runs for the Mets, but don't forget the other little pieces. The Jeff McNeil at bat that set the stage for Alonso's big hit. 4th career walk-off home run for Alonso as the Mets get even in this series and defeat the Rays tonight in 10 innings, 8-7. The Amazing Mets Foundation is proud to contribute $2,500 to Northwell Health and the Cass Institute for Women's Health for every Mets win. For more information, visit northwell.edu/cats. The total contribution so far this season is $52,500. New York Mets baseball on SNY is brought to you by Hyundai. Nominate the everyday hero in your life. Learn more at HyundaiSaluteToHeroes.com. By Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month. Free advanced Wi-Fi and a free mobile line. Restrictions apply. Visit Spectrum.com. By Dunkin', New York runs on Dunkin'. And by Toyota, the summer starts here at Toyota. Let's go places. Final score tonight in 10 innings. The Mets 8, the Rays 7. Rubber game of the series tomorrow afternoon. Tyler McGill for the Mets. 22-year-old Taj Bradley goes for Tampa Bay. That's with their best win of the season, coming from behind 3 separate times against the team with the best record in baseball, Vientos, and then Alvarez, and then the cookie topper from Alonso, as the Mets win it 8-7. Now for Keith Hernandez, Steve Gelbs, and our entire SNY crew, I'm Gary Cohen at Citi Field. Time for PointsBet Post Game Live. Let's join Gary and Todd in the studio.